Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So today we are reading from Vilapa Kusumanjali by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, verse 70. O Subhage, beautiful or auspicious girl, can I joyfully decorate you with fine garments, floral earrings, necklaces, and so, after hearing from the parrot Vichakshana that the Prince of Braja has gone out for his excellent noontime meeting with you. O Subhage, beautiful or auspicious girl, can I joyfully decorate you with fine garments, floral earrings, necklaces, and so, after hearing from the parrot Vichakshana that the Prince of Braja has gone out for his excellent noontime meeting with you. Notes. This time, the vision of Swamini appears. O Subhage, when can I arrange for your Abhisar, love journey, after hearing from the mouth of the parrot named Vichakshana that Shyamasundar has already left for his Abhisar? Tulsi calls Swamini Ju.
Read Shama Sundar or Shama left?
Shyamasundar. Again.
Yeah, please.
O Subhage.
Actually, Shama is Radhika and Shama Sundar is Krishna. Who left? That is Sushi. If Radhika left, then Sham is message receiving. Yes. Is A silent, no?
When can I arrange for your Abhisar, love journey, after hearing from the mouth of the parrot named Vichakshana that Shyamasundara has already left for his Abhisar?
Okay, good.
So it's clear. It's clear. Yeah, Vichakshana is a messenger.
Yes, yes.
And Shyamasundara Mohan is sending his messenger to inform Radhika and her maidservant that I am already left for meeting.
Right.
So
Tulsi calls Swamini Ju Subhage here because she experiences her fortune.
Wow.
He who is coveted by innumerable Braja Sundaris is himself yearning for Sri Radhika.
Yeah.
The Dasi is proud of Radharani's pride. There's no limit to Shyama's craving for Radharani.
So this is happening only in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
Krishna is hankering to meet Radhika. He is hankering to meet also the other gopis. But his inner reason, inner longing is actually to meet the chief of all gopis, Srimati Radharani.
Yeah.
So this is the power of Mahabhav. Only Radhika and her gopis has such a strong Mahabhav to attract Krishna, to run after them. And from all gopis, Radhika has some special qualities of Mahabhav that he is running specially and only for her.
Yeah.
No one else has this kind of Mahabhav except Radhika and her close, or we can say Sakhis. Wives of Krishna in Dwaraka, they don't have this Mahabhav. It's not present in their hearts, in their feelings, in their love. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Lakshmis, also in Vaikuntha, what to speak about them? They don't have this kind of special love, which is so naturally present in Vrindavan. In the hearts of gopis and Radhika, like their special source of their existence. Now, this is what is Krishna is constantly carving, this kind of intensity of love.
Now comes a quote from Govinda Das. Day and night he murmurs, Rishabhanu Nandini, without saying anything else, although hundreds of thousands of girls speak sweet words to him, he does not listen to them even in dreams. He can only pronounce the first syllable of your name, Ra, but out of ecstasy, he cannot pronounce the other one, Dha. His eyes carry streams of tears. That jewel of men rolls on the ground. Who can describe his distress?
So he is Supreme Personality. Supreme means what he can do. He can be in distress and he is free of any desires. This is the beauty of the Supreme. He has a distress for what? For getting love. Giving love. And one side, he has no desire. He has a desire and no desire. In morning time, there was two, three words you say, I forget the words. But no desire and desire. Desire for love, no desire. Many gopis are nearby him, but only he is searching for Radha. It's not that girls are not nearby. Everything is full. The circumstances is full of full nearby everything. But the only one goal desire, who has the highest love to receive them. And these gopis are 16, 15,000, 20,000 year, not a month, year tapasya doing. These become gopis because they promise to fulfill their desire. He do, but he's not attached there.
He's not fainting because of their love. He's not becoming crazy. He is not spinning around because of their...
But here fainting.
Yeah. He is fainting now. Ra, and now he is fainting. He didn't finish the last syllable. of Swamini's name. So this is the power of her, most pure, most intense, unknown even to Krishna intensity of love.
Yeah. Power of love is the most important. Whole universe is moving as a magnetic power, they say. And what is that magnet? Is a love.
Yes.
He creates, but the moment he cannot give, that the energy of him is giving movement in that magnetic power. You see in the creation, what was he is self-satisfied, but he never satisfied here. Self-satisfied, never satisfied here. That is the supremacy.
It's not inferiority of Krishna. Yeah.
This is the beauty of supreme. If you say supreme, how is supreme? This makes him supremacy. One place he is self-satisfied. Wow. मिलत रहे कबहू मिले ना. They are always together, but they think that they never meet before. Milat rahe, they are always together. They have one soul, but they think they kabahoo mile na. Never meet. This is the first meeting. This is the divinity.
When he is satisfied, Gurudev, then he is not living in Vrindavan. He is Paramatma, neutral, completely neutral.
This is the beauty of Vrindavan.
This is the beauty of Braja Prema.
Braja Prema is Bhama Vrindavan and is happening, and Divya Vrindavan is also happening. Is not happened before, past time. It's happening now. It's a Nitya Leela. The English word pastime is wrong. Pastime makes something happen past time, 5 years, 1,000 years back. It's not now happening. Yesterday, gate man said, I was sleeping in the hall and I listened in night time the noise of the ghungru, the ankle bells. I said, what? He said, yes, not 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I'm going, Radha Mohan, you are listening, is mercy to you. He said, I believe I was no sleep after that. And it's going on and on. I say, God, the mercy.
We all are hankering for this kind of mercy, that this Divya Vrindavan appears in front of not materialistic eyes, but to remove this ignorance, this curtain from ears, not only eyes. When we say eyes, it doesn't mean eyes. From the nose, from the ears, from the tongue, from the touch, because we don't know.
These are the senses, the Brahmana.
Yeah.
We are running for the lower senses, it's crazy. It's no meaning for that. If this Brahmana is okay, the lower senses, why you are talking and thinking for that? Upper senses bring to lower senses. He is a Sudra. He has no eyes, no nose, no feeling, no senses, nothing. Sudra has nothing. He is ordered for passing order from here, and they work. They were workers. But order going from the head, from our eyes, nose, this has to connect with the divine.
And this is the problem. Because these upper senses are always engaged in looking all around.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Brahmana is not cooperating us.
Not. Very rebellious. Independent.
Shyama is eager to the maximum to meet Radharani.
Huh?
Shyama.
Shyama.
It's not Radhika, Shyama. Yeah, without this long A.
Shyama, yes, Shyam.
Krishna.
Then Shyam. Pronounce
Shyam.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Shyam.
Coming subject.
Yes.
Shyama has to be clear by. Please.
Shyam is eager to the maximum to meet Radharani. Though he sends the parrot Vichakshana out with a message for her. Although Brajendranandan is the very form of full bliss, and he is the supreme shelter of all sounds, touch, forms, flavors, and scents.
Wow.
And the ocean of all rasa, even he is maddened by Radha's sweetness.
He has everything, but he's incomplete without us.
Self-satisfied.
Self-satisfied, except he's not satisfied.
One thing is not
Just
there.
one thing missing.
Is missing.
Essential thing.
His heart is missing. He is missing his soul. He is missing himself in the form of Radhika. That to see.
He cannot exist without this missing point.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Because it's a one soul.
Yeah.
So soul has to be missing. There's soul missing, yeah. They took two bodies, but missing will be there. It's a good tattva. It's a very deep subject, inner subject. Everybody not go to in deep.
This is real Achintya Beda Abeda Tattva, which coming in rasa, when this tattva comes in rasa, then we got separation and union. And this is the culmination of Achintya Beda Tattva. Culmination is not Jiva and Krishna. This is just rudimentary, elementary explanation of Achintya Beda Tattva. The Jiva is the same and different from Krishna. His Rasik explanation, Acharyas are giving, Gurudev gave many times. This is the source of all Achintya Beda Tattva. One soul, two beautiful, sweet bodies. Yeah.
The Upanishads state that he is rasa and the living being cannot be happy without him. Were he not ecstasy personified, they would not desire to live.
This is very, very deep subject. Please, Kishorji, can you repeat this sentence?
Yes. The Upanishads state that he is rasa and the living being cannot be happy without him.
So we can stop here. So the nature of every living being is to have some rasa, some relationship with Krishna, with Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the nature of all jivas. All jivas are hankering, longing to again establish this natural relationship. And Krishna's nature is like Rasovaisaha or Akila Rasamrita Sindhu, to fulfill these desires of different jivas. So this is the exchange of jiva and Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then there is different kinds of exchanges and relationships. But the essential part is that every jiva needs relationship with God or with Krishna, we can say. He wants to exchange this rasa relationship, and also jiva wants to exchange this kind of relationship. When jiva is embodied in material consciousness, this jiva also wants to establish different kinds and exchange relationships. No one can live alone. This is not natural.
Without rasa, Gurudev says.
Huh?
No one can live alone without rasa, Gurudev says.
Yes, no one. We have material rasa or spiritual rasa. We have to choose. But without rasa, no one can live alone without rasa.
Material rasa will keep us in material world, and spiritual rasa will bring in spiritual. And both places is there, in Mahamaya and Yogamaya.
Yes. Choice is here. But there is no other solution. So we should understand really that all reasons why we are so long in this material world, because we are hankering for rasa, but on the wrong place. I want to exchange rasa, relationship, with worldly things or worldly persons. But ultimately, the end is disaster. Again, birth and birth, old age, disease, death, birth, old age, disease, death, and so on, samsara. But spiritual rasa in which jiva, soul, is exchanging loving relationship with Krishna, brings jiva to the eternal life.
I will go to it. Yes. Yeah.
Then another part, please, Kishorji.
Were he not ecstasy personified, they would not desire to live.
You see? If Krishna, like the source of all jivas, is not personification of ecstasy, jiva will not survive, even in this material life. This hankering for happiness is pervaded form of Krishna's constant desire for ecstasy. Maybe it's complicated, but we should understand, because to understand this will help us to go above these modes of tamogun and rajogun. We need some consciousness, some intelligence to understand that happiness desire for ecstasy everyone is hankering for in this material world originally comes in the jiva from the Krishna who is embodiment of this ecstasy. Without desires, I remember one time Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I forgot where he wrote it, if there is no desires in the jiva, jiva will not exist. And when desires in the jiva, in the person disappears, even when he is in this body, he is dying. He doesn't have anything to live for. So desires are unseparate. But the question is, which kind of desires?
Yeah.
No one can live without desires. This is complete Mayavada, impersonal illusion. No one can live without desires because the source of desires is eternal and jiva is eternal. And one quality of jiva is this ananda. What does it mean, ananda? Desires for happiness, but not for my happiness. What brings jiva to the position of ananta is to give the pleasure to the Lord in rasa, loving relationship. This is only happiness for the jiva, and it's completely opposite of materialistic consciousness and conceptions. But bhakti and bhaktas are helping us to remove these wrong conceptions which are coming from passion, tamogun, rajagun, to at least accept this. Because if we don't understand, if we have wrong conception, if we don't accept this sadhu conception, then it's not possible to practice any spiritual life. Outside, it's okay.
He is the limit of ecstasy, and he makes all living beings in the world happy with even a drop of his transcendental bliss.
Again?
He is the limit of ecstasy.
Wow.
And he makes all living beings in the world happy with even a drop of his transcendental bliss. Yet, even he is mad after meeting Srimati Radharani.
Explain. Gauranga.
Can explain. Gauranga is talking too much.
He closed the mic.
Close the mic. Uh-huh.
That you can explain.
Waiting for you to explain, my dear.
You are a tricky boy. So I will try my best. So it said, he is the limit of ecstasy, and he makes all living beings in the world happy. So Krishna makes all living entities happy because he is the embodiment of ecstasy. And jivas are the part and parcel of him. Automatically, they're always in their original form, like a soul, embodiment of this happiness. They have inherent this ananda there. But this ananda cannot appear without relationship. Jiva has ultimate knowledge and eternity. But ananda can appear only in loving relationship. And Krishna gives all living beings the pleasure in different kinds of relationship. Akila rasamritamurti. He is fulfilling all desires for any rasa, for all living beings. But from where this ecstasy is coming from where this ecstasy coming to him, from his Swarup, Shakti, from Srimati Radhika. And he, although he is giving so much pleasure to everyone, and he is ready to fulfill their desires in loving relationships for devotional service also, he is running after Srimati Radharani. And this is, because of this running, he is the last limit of ecstasy. Radhika gives him ultimate ecstasy, and when he is in charge, he can give to others. If Radhika doesn't give him this kind of loving ecstasy, he's empty, self-satisfied. He's not interesting to give ecstasy to the others. But Radhika, when he is hankering for and running for Radharani, he's begging her ecstasy of loving him. And for him, this is the undescribable happiness and pleasure. And when he is fulfilled with this happiness, then he is giving to the others. He became a reservoir. He received her essence of love. And then he is able to give to everyone.
Yeah.
Kishoreji?
Yes.
Where are you?
I continue?
Okay. Yeah.
Wonderful. Nice. Like you.
We're just glorifying.
That's why I have to continue now.
As fast as possible.
In the Purvarag, falling in love stage, it is seen that one Sakhi describes to Srimati how Shyam is suffering the pangs of separation from her. O fortunate girl, O Ramani Mani, jewel of women, your birth is blessed. Let everyone declare, it will satiate Kanu. He's mad after you. Normally, the Chataka bird craves the rainwater from the cloud, but the Krishna cloud thirsts for the Radha Chataka. Normally,
Understand this? This is important. Gauranga explained this.
Gurudev, please, you can explain.
Chataka bird is only waiting for the rain cloud. He no drink. So Krishna is also Chataka. He is waiting for Radhika. He will be thirsty whole year, but waiting for the rainwater. There is a river. They can go and drink, but he's not going. Summertime, how rain will happen? It's not Europe. Waiting that way.
normally the Chakora bird survives on the moonlight, but now the Krishna moon thrives on the Radha Chakora. Normally, the vine...
Chakora is also.
Completely depends on moonlight.
Moonlight.
Yeah. Chakora is always waiting only moonlight. So this is Ekanta, mood of Krishna.
Wow.
he wants to drink, like you explained, Gurudev, the rainwater from the monsoon cloud. Not all rains, but specific. He's focused on that. And he can survive only by drinking this kind of water from monsoon cloud. This is the quality of this Chartaka bird. He's waiting only for that water. And only Radhika can give him the water of her love in waterfalls.
Normally, the vine needs a tree for support, but this Krishna Tamal tree needs the support of the Radha vine. His mind is absorbed in you.
So we can see here how Radhika is the tender vine, full of love and devotion, but the strong tree depends on that vine. Usually, vine needs support of strong, thick tree, deeply rooted in the ground, because the vine is very tender, thinny, but the power of love is above the God. He needs support of his love.
Yeah. So where you see only Radha Krishna like this.
Sorry, Gurudev?
You see, in creation, you see Radha Krishna like that.
Yes. Everything is, for someone who really have a pure love and pure heart, he can see everywhere and in everyone this. But someone who is covered with tamagun like me, full of passionate desires to satisfy the senses, this is completely beyond. Only Kripa can help us.
He's panged, remembering you, combing your hair with a garment covering half of your breasts. And he tells me, "Oh, fortunate girl, what can I do?" Kanu remembers everything, and it makes him very upset how you once smiled at him and showed him your teeth, and declares, "When will she take me in her arms?" Then he looked again and saw you holding the hand of your Saki. Your unseen glance entered his heart. So please go and tell this to your Sundari. Ask her to do the needful.
Save my life. This is the most needful thing for Krishna. Please tell your Saki to save my life. Otherwise, I am dead. I am completely puppet in her hands. I am dancing according to her desires. Govinda Jivan. She is reviving Govinda's all senses and make him dance because of that.
Vidyapati says, "You're the doll of his heart, but his body is empty."
Without you, who is he? Empty. Without love, everyone is empty. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita was saying, whatever you do, if it doesn't change your heart, then this is useless work. And changing the heart means to awaken love. If we are doing something, do it with love. And someone who has experience that he is doing something with love, for him is very easy to change the subject of that love. And same mood
That is happen.
will focused on spiritual life, because he knows love is the goal, love is the way. Just change direction, redirect it.
Shyam does not love anyone as much as her. The different gopis only serve to create a variety of his loving pastimes with Srimati. But he is totally subdued by Sri Radha alone. This is a very relishable situation for her maidservants. Sri Radhika is fortunate because he, for whom all the gopis are eager, is eager to meet her.
This is the proudness of Manjaris. I am proud of my Swamini because he is running after her and she is mine. And everyone who loves her is so dear to me. But this blackish boy, he is running constantly after her. And this is the reason why I want also to serve him. Because he loves my Swamini. He depends on my Swamini. He is empty without my Swamini. He is nothing, zero. Narayan Maharaj is saying he is zero without Radhika. And this is the proudness of Manjaris, because they are proud on Radharani's proudness. And this kind of proudness is helping bhajan, and this kind of proudness is helping spiritual development. Completely opposite of proudness in material world, which is destroying spiritual life. But this spiritual proudness is helping increasing and strengthening the bhajan in the heart of loving devotee.
Therefore, she is named Subhage, or fortunate girl here, and Tulsi is also proud of Swamini's pride. There's no limit to Shyama's desire for Swamini. That's why he personally sent his pet parrot, Vichakshana, out with a message. Vichakshana delivers the message to Tulsi, who becomes most ecstatic. When I hear this from the parrot's beak, all my limbs are studded with goose pimples of excitement. I speak the message with a faltering voice, and my heart swings when I behold Rai's face. Tulsi thinks, I won't tell Swamini about Hari's message beforehand. Otherwise, she would run out of the door without having her clothes and ornaments in the right place.
So, just a moment. So we see here how Krishna gave the message to his pet parrot. What is the name? Vichakshana. And then Vichakshana brought the message in which Kunja lovers will meet to Tulsi, to maidservant of Radhika, not directly to Radhika. And the parrot did it in such a sweet, lovely, relishable way by speaking this message. The Tulsi, who heard that from the beak of the parrot, relishing every word. So our Rasikacharyas are also like these parrots, who are speaking so sweetly, making even more juicy these beautiful lilas, because they relished through their own realization, and then through their own mouth and lips, they spoke what they realized. And fortunate sadhakas who has a taste for these specific kinds of subjects, they are relishing through their ears the sweet talkings sweet words of acharyas. And this is their only food. Only food, real spiritual food for sadhaka is the loving, sweet words of rasic devotees. They are like chakora birds and chataka birds. These kind of sadhakas, very sensitive sadhakas, whose bhava is appearing in their hearts, wants to listen only this kind of katha. This is the water for them. This is the song for their heart. And this is only words which makes them happy. And this, to come on that stage is a great kripa of same rasic devotees. As you remember, when Shukadev was talking about Srimad Bhagavatam, he was compared with Rasikacharyas like a parrot who bite the mango, and because of that, the mango became more juicy, more sweeter. When Shukadev, when pure devotees talking about Srimad Bhagavatam, then Srimad Bhagavatam becomes so sweet, real rasic scripture. And when philosopher is speaking about Srimad Bhagavatam, then everything is spoiled, rotten.
Right. Shri Shukadev described a similar scene of madness in his Srimad Bhagavata.
He relished that madness. He relished. Like a parrot, he relished that madness. And then he spoke. What is the use of speaking if we are not relishing? He relished the madness. Who can relish the madness? Someone who is ready to become mad, who is relishing the madness. He's not afraid of madness. This is the ocean for him.
When Krishna played his flute to inaugurate the Maharasa dance, some gopis were putting on makeup. Others cleansed their bodies. Others applied eyeliner to their eyes. Others began to put on their garments, while yet again others went to Krishna with these decorations all on the wrong places. According to...
And
Yes.
you see, Gurudev just explained that, gave the same example.
According to the Goswamis, this is possible with Sri Radharani, who is endowed with the ecstatic love called Madana and Modana, and also with her personal girlfriends.
This kind of Mahabhava is existing only in Radharani's heart and the hearts of Sakhis. But specifically Madana is existing only in Radharani's heart. So we see how Mahabhava is divided, actually, from different persons to persons, lovers. First of all, Mahabhava exists only in Vrindavan, not in other places. Then, Ajavasis has this Mahabhava, only gopis and Radhika. And from this Mahabhava, which possess Radhika and gopis, only Radhika has this kind of Madana, which means that all bhavas, all feelings, in their topmost, unlimited intensity, suddenly comes together, clash together in the moment of union. Then Madana is making greatest ecstasy. And this Madana brings Parakya Bhava to the topmost level.
The
Sometimes
Mahajan...
when separation is so strong, then this kind of love of Mahabhava becomes Mohana, intoxication. And out of this intoxication is complete confusion. When Krishna is Mohan, he is completely out of himself. He is not aware about himself. And Manjaris likes to see him, how he is sweetly Mohan.
Then he faints.
Actually, here, what is said, when Krishna played his flute to inaugurate the Maharasa dance, in that moment, actually, when Rasa dance starts with Radhika in the center, it looks like a moment for all gopis who were participating in this Rasa dance. This is one of the sign and quality of Mahabhava, of this Modana, which becomes Mohana. That one moment becomes like a yuga, and one yuga sometimes becomes like a moment. And in this Rasa dance, all night of Brahma became like a moment for Radhika and the gopis. And this is the feeling, this is the intensity of this specific Modana Mahabhav. Baba is saying here, is giving example of this for Rasa dance. And then this Modana.
Here's the line.
Please, Gurudev. Yes.
According to the Goswamis, this madness is possible with Sri Radharani, who is endowed with the ecstatic love called Madana and Modana, and also with her personal girlfriends. It was described before that they go to Krishna with decorations all on the wrong places.
This is divine madness, Unmad, because they have been so much intoxicated with the flute song that they messed up all decorations, dressings, makeups, everything. Rukmini will never do this because she is not on that stage of love of Mahabhav. Because they felt separation. They heard the flute. Radhika heard the flute. And immediately her separation increased even more. And now Manjari is very important. To decorate properly their Swamini.
When Krishna plays his flute, Rai forgets everything, what to do and what not to do. Rai combs her hair with her mirror and ties her flower garland to her feet without thinking. On her hands, she wears her ankle bells.
Medicine has to change.
On her shanks, her bangles. On her neck, she wears her waist bells. And on her waist, she wears her necklace. On her feet, she wears her eyeliner. Around her eyes, she wears her footlag. And on her breasts, she wears the Bankaraja Pata ornament. On her ear, Rai places her nose pearl, and on her nose, she hangs the tassel of her braid. Vamshi Vadana Das sings, all glories to she who dies out of passionate love for Shyam.
This passion which Radhika feels brings her in confusion state of consciousness. This passion is so strong that she is losing herself. She cannot wait to meet Mohan, and she needs help. And only Manjaris can understand and feel this state of consciousness of beloved Swamini. And this is the greatest gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who opened this secret. that we, Kali Yuga Jivas, can listen about this state of consciousness and feelings and heart of Srimati Radharani. Before, it was completely closed. No one knew the heart and condition of Radhika's unmada, madness. No one knew before. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu opened that door and also showed in Gambhira, in Jagannath Puri Gambhira, by his own example and relishment, these different kind of loving emotions, which are actually completely unknown to Krishna.
This ecstatic hilarity of love for Krishna is called Vibhrama Alankar in the Rasa Shastras.
This confusion is Alankar. This confusion is the ornament. When Radhika is putting all ornaments on the wrong places, this is ornamentation. This is the ornaments of her love. This confusion of Radhika, this unmada, is the best ornament, Alankar. And only Manjaris can relish this kind of ornament, wrong ornamentation, so-called wrong. Because in that moment, Radhika is so sweet, helpless, and she needs the help of Manjaris.
This is from Ujjvala Nilamani. When the heroine, out of erotic ecstasy, puts on her necklaces, garlands, and other ornaments on the wrong place, when it is time to meet the lover, it is called Vibhrama.
And this is the beauty of Parakya, last limit of Parakya Bhav, which comes in this Madana mood, or we can say also Mohana.
Hmm.
When we say Parakya Bhav, it means
Ram. Ram means doubtful. What to do, what not to do.
Where to place the emotions.
Emotions are, I don't know what to do or not.
The emotions are overflowing and I don't know where to put them, where to direct them.
What is
complete
right
confusion.
This is deep Brahma. Deep Brahm.
Hmm. Vibhrama.
Brahma nahi, Paramatma not. Brahm.
Hmm.
It is doubtful. Be Brahm. Brahm means confusion. Confused what to do.
But it's divine confusion too. If we know where the emotions are going, then we can be doubtful that it's love. We can program them like a train schedule.
It's not possible. Even the emotions come. Be Brahm. We can't
There is
use
no any schedule.
no schedule.
There is no any schedule in Vibram. No. And this is the limit of Parakya Bhav. Beauty. Sweetness.
Parakya above, it's with that, it explodes the rules, and this is where
Yes.
authentic feeling happens.
Yes. So,
Hmm. Shri Krishna only relishes the prema, though Shri Krishna only relishes the prema and not the beauty of the dress and ornaments. Rupa matrena na haryo hari. Hari cannot be captured only by the beauty of the form. This is from Lalita Madhava. Krishna takes great pleasure in correcting the gopis' mistakes. in dressing and ornamenting with his own hands, thus showing himself to be completely subdued by love.
Even these mistakes gives him a pleasure, because now he has to be very busy to replace them on the proper place. So everything has some purpose. Even mistakes has a purpose in loving exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the possibility that Krishna, by correcting these mistakes of Radhika, is touching her. Because
now he starts to serve.
He starts to serve. Yeah.
Mm.
But look at now.
But the Kinkaris want to send Radhika out nicely dressed and ornamented. That's why Tulasi thinks the parrot said that Shyam is going out now to meet my Swamini. First, I will dress and ornament her, and then I'll tell her this. It is auspicious even to think and talk about the expertise in devotional service of the Manjaris.
This is our sadhana. To think and to talk about expertise of devotional service of Manjaris. This is the only sadhana which can open our heart, melt our heart, and increase our attachment for Radharani. But first attachment has to appear also to Manjaris. This is our sadhana. There is no better. All sadhanas are combined together. The devotee think and glorify expertise in devotional service of expert Nitya Manjaris. We should learn how to think like a Manjaris, how to feel like a Manjaris, and how to act like a Manjaris. We cannot do it alone by our own self-endeavors. This is wrong conception. And this is not anugatya. To think and to talk in Sajatya Sangha about expert devotional service of expert Nitya Siddha Manjaris is the crying for the mercy, actually. What we are talking now is crying for the mercy. It's not just reading. When we are thinking and going deep in the subject, we are crying. Without tears, who cares about tears? We are crying, begging for the kripa. And this is our sadhana.
There will be no desire to look anywhere else.
Yeah. It's good. No desires for anything else.
No other part. No subject, only this. No desire to see anything.
Only this.
Only this.
Useless. Gramya kata.
All is useless.
Why?
Why would the heart not be purified by thinking of the forms, qualities, and pastimes of the divine pair? Can the Maya Shakti obstruct the Lord's Svarup Shakti?
Wow.
Bhajan makes a new life for the devotee. When nothing changes in the heart and mind, then how will I understand if my bhajan is advancing?
Yeah.
Dasi Tulasi dresses and ornaments Srimati for her abhisar, with thin dresses, floral earrings, necklaces, and other ornaments. How expertly she's doing this. Seeing this expertise of Tulsi, Swamini thinks, surely there must be some purpose to this ornamentation.
This is the innocence of Radhika. What is this? She's so expert in serving me. It must be some purpose of that. This is the innocence of Radhika. Sweet innocence. Can we imagine this situation? Imagine. It's the innocence of 14 years girl who is waiting to meet Krishna, lover.
This causes Swamini's natural beauty even to increase, and therefore Tulsi calls her Subhage or Sundari in this verse.
So she doesn't even know the the love that awaits her, and this ignorance makes her more beautiful.
Yeah. Because Tulasi is hiding information, very top secret information. Tulasi is hiding that Vichakshan told her for the meeting place. And Tulsi doesn't want to reveal this truth to Radhika because she knows immediately she will run away. But I want to prepare her very nicely. And because of that, Radhika doesn't know what Vichakshan told Tulsi. So this is the loving, sweet pastimes. And every person has his proper place in that pastime.
Can I ask one question? When it was written here that Tulsi is not saying to Radharani that she knows that Shyam is already on the way to the meeting, because if she hears, then she will become totally mad and put all the ornaments in the wrong place and run out. But for the Kinkaris, it is very important. They want to send Radhika out nicely dressed and ornamented.
Wow, beautiful. This is the point. This is my wow.
But why? Why they want
to see my Swami beautiful? He becomes mad to see. Thin cloth. Thin cloth is also meaningful. That he can be transparent. Become more mad by looking my Swami. Because today I put thin clothes, you don't know why. This is Manjari's qualities of service.
Cleverness of Manjaris, yeah. When all gopis are masked, my Swamini will looks even more beautiful because she will be ornamented properly and dressed properly. Later on, they can mask each other, but in front of others, she has to be properly dressed.
But thin clothes.
Thin clothes.
So properly dressed, that cloth is very thin.
Yeah.
Very transparent.
This is Paraki above. Mood of expression of words.
But also Babalathrati, that means they understand the plan of the loving relation better than the lovers do.
Yeah. That is.
They know. Yes.
Right, and if the lovers understood, they would be bored and they'd stay home and watch television. It has to be a surprise.
Wow. They are also surprised. When you see thin clothes, he's surprised.
In the middle of the messy gopis, you know.
In Maharaj.
Maharaj, yeah.
Radhe, Radhe. Also a question.
Radhe,
Radhe.
Radhe, how are you?
Good.
We are missing
Good.
you. Come soon, bhai.
What to do? We always listen that Manjari, I mean, like also now that they make her beautiful with all ornaments. And also always, as you say, that every ornament is actually Mohan, not remembering her.
Yeah.
But also I listen that actually the Manjari, they put all the ornaments on Radharani because she's so beautiful, really, like more than actually the ornaments. Then actually they put ornaments to, I mean, if she will have not ornaments, Mohan will not stay, I mean, will faint to see her beauty. So actually they have to put ornaments, then at least they can stay in front of her. Otherwise, she's too beautiful and they cannot.
This is my
Like that. Also.
Wow. Really, this is, you see, this is Rasika.
Not me. I heard like that. I want just to ask if he's also like this sometimes, at least. I don't know, because seems like this is, I think, Achintya, no, Beda Beda. That is something and completely opposite or different, no? So both are sure true.
Wow.
But I wanted to know if it is also like
Great feeling, great realization. You see that? This is intuition. I never feel like this today. Do you feel like wow. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda